Pee pee poo poo.
Pee poo poo poo.
Papa poopa. Spencer's a father. He's not. So.
I was gonna say, congrats. That happened quick.
I was gonna say, not mine.
Juliana. Got some explaining to do. Nope. Bad taste.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. Abram, edit that out.
And there.
So, yep. You guys were in the Tempest Promenade. Made a little bit of a mess of things. Got a shield, got a spirit, got 2 murders on your hand as well. More like manslaughter. It wasn't intentional.
But we gained a tavern.
But you gained a tavern, which is called the Holy Deadbeats Pub, Bar, Lounge, Dance, Sing, Band, and Entertainment House and Bank.
And who did we put in charge?
Cleater Jones. Cleater Jones, the human, who was just a random little guy.
We gave him confidence.
You gave him
We
confidence.
gave him purpose.
You did. After leaving there as fast as you could, you guys left out of the city and ended up going towards the Glimmering Watch, the entire or enormous castle town with lighthouses on every peak.
We did a little bit of exploring.
Yes. Right where we left off, I want to say you guys were about to break in, or were thinking of ways to break in.
I think we were flying up to the tower to just investigate one of the lighthouses.
That's right.
While Kaisatra and Vodos were going through the front gate, and Kaisatra had the passage to get in, and it looked like we were trying to sneak in by that wall or something.
Yeah, because Kaisatra and Vodos were entered the town, or the city, just fine, on the actual, walls of the city, the border of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then but you guys, I think, weren't you guys going towards the castle proper?
No, we went towards the castle. It was too dangerous, so we were looking around for the just wherever the military is. You said that there's
Barracks.
Yeah, because they had
Yeah.
they had ballista all around the castle.
Yes.
And everything. We didn't want to get too close to that.
All around the castle and around the actual borders of the city.
Yeah.
It's all locked. So, what do you guys want to do?
Did we regroup? So we went back down to the gate and we went through with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
'cause we didn't find anything at the barracks. They just told us to go through the front gate. And then we met them.
Yep.
Yeah. But the message we got from Dad was something about the towers, the lighthouses.
Yeah, we know it's the watch.
And we needed to seek them out.
Yeah.
Right?
Seek out the watch.
So would we know? Would the watch be a secretive group in this area, or would they be?
No. Given from what you know, this whole place is called the Glimmering Watch. There is a lot of military power here. You'd assume probably some government entity.
And we also investigated, and a lot of their weapons have Aether on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the lights were Aether, right?
The big
Light
light
towers.
thing. Yeah.
So where do you think Dad wanted us to go?
Well, I
Or here?
if I had a watch, I would keep it behind inside a big castle.
So we should just go to the castle. knock
I mean,
on the
if
door.
anyone should know, it should be Kaisatra. Right, Kaisatra?
Hey, Kaistra.
Hey, Kaisatra.
Hey.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hmm?
You come from here, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know where we can find the watch?
That was a little loud. Yeah, the watch is literally the military here.
There's no way for me to know that.
So we could just go to anybody with a badge or a uniform, and they should be able to help us. Right?
I don't know. I've never asked for them before.
Well, that's why we're here.
Okay.
All right, go ask that guy right there. See what he says. If we do it, we'll probably end up killing somebody. Just, you know how we are.
I just want to go home.
Well, you are home.
No, like my actual house.
You have a house?
My dad does.
Remember, we're doing a spirit journey? You signed up for this?
Yeah, I know I signed up for it, but I want to see my dad.
Okay, well, we got to do this part first. It's the whole point in all of this.
Is your dad in the watch?
No.
Is he a spy?
I don't think
Is
so.
he against the watch?
No.
Do we have to take him out? Hey, let's go to her house.
Yeah, let's go kill her dad.
Let's go take care of business.
No.
Okay, then let's go to the watch.
Photos.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus is so jaded by this point. He's like, whatever.
Whatever.
Again, the other doesn't keep pestering you until we do something, so...
Okay, you go look for the watch. I'm gonna go home and see my dad. Good?
So you just did this whole spirit journey for no reason.
I'm not leaving.
You're going to see your dad.
In the same city.
No, we have more important things to do.
Does your dad have, like, a high position in the city? Is he respected?
I mean, he's respected in his community.
Like, what kind of community?
He forges.
Ooh. What does he forge?
Weapons, armor, equipment.
You know what? Let's just go see your dad first.
Yeah. You give us, like, cool stuff?
What?
Will he give us cool stuff because we're your friends?
If you pay for it.
Will he give you cool stuff, or does he make you pay for it?
I mean, I see the work he puts in. I pay for it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go check it out.
Please don't steal anything.
I will. Not. Probably. Never. Almost always. Try to not steal from anybody but your dad.
Swear to me you're not going to steal from my dad.
I swear to you, I'm not going to steal from my dad.
From my father.
Again. Yeah, my father. Sorry.
My father. Kaisatra's father.
Mm-hmm.
Say these exact words. I swear I will not steal from Kaisatra's father.
I swear you will not steal from Kaisatra's father.
That's not what I said.
It sounded like it.
I swear I will not steal
okay.
from Kaisatra's father. Those exact words.
I swear I will not steal from Kaisatra's father. Those exact words.
Now, did you mean that?
Of course. Of course. I would never steal from a father. You know me.
Let's roll.
18.
13. Better meant that.
Of course.
Call him Bucket. And Bucket. As they're walking through the city, she is right on his back, holding his scales. There's a few people who are like, "Hey," waving her. She smiles, keeps walking with the Bucket. And you start to encounter these, a lot of shops in this area. Some of them are like curio shops where just random assortment of things. You're seeing like herbalists, things that are like not like a perishable, like immediately perishable thing, like meats or vegetables, produce, that kind of thing. You're not really seeing that in this area. More so just like knick-knack shops or things like ingredients. And you do see there is a few areas that look like, that if we're looking for something more magical, that might be the area to look for. You see there's, at this point you're seeing a lot of houses that look like their front porch has been made into an actual smithing table. Or not smithing table, but like a forge, outdoor forge.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the houses, they have like barns attached to them, that the doors are open, and you see weapons on display on like tables and stuff entering into this area. But there's a lot of smiths just hammering away at what they're crafting. And I need to pull up notes.
So I almost pictured the beginning of Beauty and the Beast. When they're all in song and Belle's walking through the town and everybody's saying, bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
That's probably what's happening with Kaisatra right now.
Kind of. I forgot she had that cloak. That is the thing I already looked at. Maybe those are the same thing. Where did it go? I think it's in a different email. That's the problem with having 3 emails and then just typing out stuff and you forget what you typed it in.
Yep. Or is it an email, or is it on Discord, or was it through
It's
Instagram chat or text messages? Or,
basically. I hate sending stuff over Instagram chat.
Yeah.
It gets lost too easily. Yeah, I know why it's in here. What's up, bro? Here it is. So, you guys find this fairly large house with the forge implements outside and the kind of like shack off to the side as well. And it looks very welcoming. And you see a big sign staked into the ground that says the Golden Joy Forge. There you see a gold dragonborn. You see one of his horns is looks like it was cracked and at like an angle, and has continued to grow, but looks like it was a pretty deep and break like near the base, and has been just slowly growing ever since. Hands like mitts, just a real rugged guy. Wearing like a leather tunic, sleeveless, and just looking, even though he is a gold dragon and familiar with heat, he looks like he's sweating a little bit. He's had a rough life. You see a lot of like cuts and scars on his face, some deep wounds, missing a couple of teeth, but loving what he's doing. And you see he does have a kiln there, but it's mostly cool. As he's hammering things, you realize he's taking it and blowing fire onto it to heat it up in specific ways, and you see him like moving his lips to make it more focused or a little bit more wide. He's a real master of his craft.
Cheating.
So he's just
Makes it nice.
he just kind of stops, looks over at this wide assortment of people staring at him, and he looks up and sees Kaisatra and just drops his tools and just runs over and just
I get my sword out.
gives her a big hug.
Oh.
And hugs both her and Bucket, like Bucket's neck with her, and you see Bucket just oh, good heavens. I'm glad to see you.
You're nothing like what I thought her dad would look like.
Yeah, I see she takes after her mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess she never told you.
No.
She's adopted.
Oh.
Oh.
So you're my step grandpa.
What?
She's kind of our mom now.
Sorry, yeah, kind of. She's our aunt.
Did you adopt children? I did no such thing.
No, her sister did. She's our aunt.
I've been told to protect these kids on our journey for Aether. You're on that journey. All right. Well, come in. Cook you something to eat. All your friends are included too.
You just hear massive clanking as you just hear photos taking off each shield and each weapon one by one and laying it against the door.
You do that inside, please. I don't want people mistaking your equipment as product.
Yeah, I kind of see my character kind of nod his head and start re-grabbing it back on and making even more noise before walking through the door.
As you guys, yeah, but more. Ka-tang, ka-tang, ka-tang.
Yeah, just all the clangs.
That's his chainmail only.
Yeah, that's just his underwear.
His underwear, his chainmail underwear cannon.
Oh boy,
But
that sounds so painful.
it does.
Ouch.
Ow.
You have to shave first.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think that's gonna help any.
maybe a leather loincloth under.
Scrotus, be honest. But he walks in. He grabs a bucket outside, pumps some water into it, starts washing up, cleaning off all the soot.
Where's Eli?
Oh, hello. Elijah's right here.
It's hard.
Who's that?
That's his girl.
I know.
They were having a pool party and he like ditched them. So.
How dare he? He starts cleaning away a lot of like the soot and stuff, and you're really starting to see now a lot of his scales look like they were damaged at the base, and he's like missing some scales, like where the actual scars are. Scales never grew back from there. So it's just like that, like a white kind of like pinkish fleshy color. But you see a lot of his scales are charred, especially around the hands. They just have like natural char marks around them the scales are just darker. And he's not like when it came to like meta, he was this luminous, amazing, gorgeous golden color. He looks like a dulled gold, like he's been through a lot of like a gold coin that has seen years of service and a lot of hands. That's kind of the gold coloration. I mean, it's a very just muted.
Yeah.
And he sits at the table. Well, pull up chairs. I want to hear all about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you from the beginning. You've taken good care of your daughter. She was hopeless, and she might have died many times, but my brother and I, we were there.
She's not too good in the combat section of life.
No. But she said for our services that you would reward us handsomely, and I appreciate that. And I
I
humbly
never said that once. Please don't believe anything.
She's very nice.
very nice.
Very nice. You raised her well.
Believe that.
She
part
gets
of what you said.
confused.
I do.
And I think she's had a lot of practice with us for when she starts having kids.
I don't want to think about that right now.
With her husband.
So don't believe anything they say, please.
Stepdad?
So this is
Really?
this is Bumble.
Hey, I'm Bumble.
He summons undead. And you don't know where they are. Where are they at?
Oh, they're invisible now. So
They're okay. And then this is Zephyr. He's handy with a blade.
Very.
And he has a blade that talks to him and tells him that he's bad or he's good.
And my sword maid is also a person, and made himself. So he's a forge master like you.
Right.
But he's just a sword now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Some kind of retirement. Are you going to do that when you retire?
No, I'll probably just keep forging until I die.
Well, if you ever want to check out the handiwork from this guy, he's pretty.
Oh, by all means. And you, Mr. Armor?
Vodos, I am in the same boat as your daughter here, trying to keep these two riled up enough, though sometimes I tend to lose my cool.
Yeah, that seems like a little much. My name's Kyle Deck. Kyle Deck Brim. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
You're a cow's what?
Sorry?
I just didn't catch your name when you said it.
Kyle Deck.
That's what I thought you said.
He's like cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must be proud.
I'm missing the joke here.
No, there's
Hey. Don't listen to us. We're
Not
just
joking.
we're just talking a load of bull right now.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
it's utter nonsense.
Do you get the joke? Ignore them.
My dad used to work for their company.
It's true.
What
Whoa.
you guys sold from your
What
name?
company?
Oh, it's just a company.
It's just a company. A company.
Right.
Anyways,
Well, I got some porridge and some beans
or
cooking right now.
beans.
So, y'all hungry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always hungry.
Always hungry.
All right. He gets up, and you're seeing now. This guy is ripped. Like his arms have muscles in places they shouldn't. Like especially like right here, this little like tendon right there. As he just moves, you see it just bulge out. That thing is probably hard as iron. He has been at this for years. And you're realizing the decor in here. There's a lot of like portraits, like painted portraits in here, and you see some like really early on like photographs, like the ones where it's kind of like still grainy, black and white, but you can guess it's a picture.
Mm-hmm.
And there's weapons and armor and different like pieces of equipment just all across here as well. Some of it looks like he's like working on it, like tinkering it, like near and like a table. Others look like they're actual display pieces. But he's an eccentric guy. He doesn't really like have like a set theme for his decor. It's just whatever he feels.
Mm-hmm.
Walks over to the fireplace and he's got like this big old like cooking cauldron hanging over it. Opens it up. Oh, looks like it's ready. Starts getting some bowls, pouring some in. Gets small bowls for you too. Starts serving you guys some pretty good food. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, but it's comforting. It's warm.
We're gonna keep snickering about it.
Of course you are.
This porridge came from Calvin's day. Dang, how sick is rough. He's buff, man.
No wonder why he's so buff. He must have had a lot of fights when he was young.
Buff and rough. So, what brings you back?
We're supposed to meet the watch for the first part.
First part. Oh, just the whole Aether thing.
Yeah, we don't know where they are, and it's kind of a weird thing to ask people. So
Yeah, no, I don't really know much about that. I'm not inclined with the Aether stuff.
do you know who to ask, if anybody, rather than just a random soldier?
There's one person, but kind of hard to get a hold of him. But if you manage to actually catch him, sure, he'll tell you all about it probably.
Well, we're good at catching people.
Oh, well, good then.
What does he look like?
There's a stout human fella. Not really one of the giants, but he's kind enough. He's what you call spirit metal forge master. He's actually the one who crafted Cassitra's quiver.
Oh. You know what? That thing's pretty handy.
Okay.
Seems to have a weird effect to it, though, sometimes. With water? Did you ever talk about that?
No.
Deep sea
What's that about water?
monsters? Or...
It's a long story. It's not the quiver.
It's a pretty short story, actually.
So they said they wanted to shop from you. Do you have anything that they might like?
Yeah, any kind of rewards. We're just, like I said, we're humble. We take care of things.
Well, good, because I'm humble too.
Well, good.
And as a humble craftsman of my humble craft, I take compensation for my craftsmanship in form of gold.
Oh. So you can replace the missing ones?
What's that?
You're missing gold.
Oh, no.
How'd that happen?
Childhood.
Ah. It's the name, huh?
What?
Oh, no. But, never mind.
Never mind.
We got beat up a lot
Yeah.
Right.
when we were young.
They're getting ready for another one here if they don't behave a little more. Your Bodos is mumbling.
Now, calm down. There's just big and rambunctious kiddos. Castro was like that once.
She was.
Hey,
She's kind of a stick in the butt now.
let's run through the family, huh?
Talking about it.
Do you have any, like, paintings of when she was young?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Go down the hallway right there. Hallway's pretty much all her.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take that up.
You guys go there immediately.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of portraits of Kaisatra, and you see Kaisatra in various states of bratty attitudes, covered in mud. Looks like there's like a few like kind of like shadow boxes with like handprints. There's some ones that are like there's a whole display case of just random bugs stuck in with pins. Preserved. A lot of just random stuff. You see, like along the baseboards, there is drawings that are crudely drawn and carvings, and they're starting to get like some of them look like, oh man, she was real small when she did that, and other ones are like she was real edgy when she was a teenager when she did that.
Goth phase.
Yeah.
Wow, Kaisatra, you've come a long ways. Used to be kind of cool. What happened?
I started taking care of you guys.
Ah, kids will do that to you.
Yep. Been through the same thing. Hard to take care of youngins.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are like 10.
So they do. Yeah, let's say they do think they are kids. Good. Now we can treat them that way even more.
Yeah. Like, I'm sick of, like, feeding myself. You guys need to work it.
I mean, you guys have been having trouble taking care of me. I take care of new people every day. So, you should think about that.
Well, I like what you did
The
with
only
the
thing you took
macaroni.
care of. The only thing you took care of was the old lady's body. Okay.
And undead every day. They're really hard to deal with, okay?
True.
They're always mumbling on your back and
Well, that's
running
something
into
you do for
things.
yourself. I'm the one who helps you make them be smart.
I don't know, man. That was really hard. Is that okay?
A lot.
So, see, Kaldek goes,
Well, what kind of equipment are you looking for?
Oh, I'm not looking for anything.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. You know, I've got this master sword already. It's kind of cool.
So,
But I don't really have any armor to speak of. Do you make armor?
Oh, you're talking to my guy.
And do you make armor, though, that a little guy like me can still fly with?
I mean, I can always craft something. What are you looking for?
Well, something that just makes me less prone to getting stabbed. Kind of a lot.
Just basically armor, okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to end up like him?
points of photos.
No. I want to be able to move.
yeah, like
Take a
light
leak
armor.
when I need to.
Gotcha. You have trouble taking a leak?
Well, it's his underwear.
What's your underwear situation look like? Ah. Jingle jingles.
Jingles.
Family jewels.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a long family of jewels.
What?
No.
do something like that for you.
Well, I mean, it's kind of. I have this nice studded leather. It kind of helps me, move around a little bit easier.
Right.
I need to be sneaky because there's situations where life or death. I need that ring.
So stealing people, got it.
Yeah. And sometimes those people need to be
Only,
stolen.
only
from.
bad people.
Yeah, bad people,
Right.
merchants.
Right.
We've met a lot of bad people.
Right.
We tried to help somebody once, and they attacked us.
Huh.
Don't know why.
We cleared a path for people, and they attacked us.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you like your armor?
I mean, it's just basic.
Want something more extravagant?
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Oh no, I'm good.
All right.
And let's get the money situation out. Yeah, I know you're going to give us a huge discount because we've been taking care
Well,
of
not
your
a
daughter.
huge one, but a small discount, yeah.
But I'm not in. You can see my age. I haven't been working very long, so I haven't had
I
enough
know
time to
you've got
save a
gold,
lot of
kid.
money.
Kid, I know you got gold. I see your equipment.
Well, it's not something I can really liquidate at the moment. It's tied up in bonds. You know what I mean?
No, not really.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's in our bank.
yeah.
Right.
I have some boots that you might be interested in now.
Are they magical boots?
They are magical,
What do they do?
and they actually. If you've been in a fight, you've been in a fight. I see.
Yeah.
So, imagine being able to, instead of hitting somebody once, in that same amount of time, hit them twice. Would you want
Just
to do
makes your
that?
attack faster.
Yeah.
Or run faster.
Or run faster, or do whatever you need to do.
Whatever you would do in
Twice
a
as
span of time, you
good.
do it twice.
Now, both of you are saying different things now at this point.
No,
We said the same
We
thing.
said the same thing.
You said something a little different.
Well, I said it in a smarter way.
Right.
They're smart boots, I guess you can call them smart boots.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't fit my style, you know what I mean?
Not really.
They're magical, though. You want to check them out?
Yeah, let me see.
Looks at them, and you see he's like moving his nail across the runes, just closely inspecting it. And you see he grabs these grandpa glasses. He puts it at the end of his long schnoz.
Long schnoz.
Yeah, he's
How
Dragonborn.
big as a long schnoz.
He's Dragonborn.
You know, just hear him. Oh, it's okay. Okay, right there. Yeah, what'd you say they did again?
They make you be able to act twice in the span of time where you would act once, normally.
Yeah. The rune work on it is a little shoddy.
Well, I mean, it's not the highest, but it's still magical.
All magical. I can get something that makes a fart sound, and I can make something that makes a.
Do you have any of those? Just curious.
Are you interested?
He's got something like that, so this would go good with what you've got. You know,
No,
the
I don't
clientele.
really sell gag gifts much.
Well,
I
it's
just
not a
like
gag gift.
I just like to collect some weird things.
Well, this came, the story behind this is even better than the boots themselves. This came from an island that we found. We kind of rediscovered this
It's not even
island.
on the map.
Huh?
It's not on the map either.
It's not even on the map. There's no map to get to it. In fact, if we tried to take you there today, we probably couldn't because when we left, a giant worm ate pretty much the whole thing.
Right.
Your daughter was there.
She was there. She could tell you all the details.
There was no worm.
It was a giant worm.
She's just lying straight up.
Don't lie to your dad like that.
Tall tales, they're kids.
Right.
What about the temple we went through? You almost died.
There was a temple. Yeah, we went through that.
And the worm in the temple.
There was no worm.
Okay, so she's just blind. Photos, there was a worm, right?
No.
The whole treasure thing that we went for, the worm ate it all.
I was just picking on
The
us.
only thing I remember is I got this weird boomerang thing, and you see me pull out this boomerang, and I hand it over to him.
Now, what does this do?
Apparently, it's a boomerang of returning.
Sounds like a boomerang.
Pretty much.
But
It
it
always
returns. So have you ever tried to throw a boomerang?
Yes.
It's not as easy as this.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff similar to this thing here.
And check this out.
I honestly, that
Pop
whole
off my
episode on the
This is
island
the mundane
talking
ring.
about,
Oh.
little bit fuzzy up here because by the time that we were done, I'm not sure if I actually gained intelligence or lost it by the time we got out of there. It was a very interesting place.
Right. Okay.
On account of the worm,
There was.
mostly. Very magical place.
Was there actually a worm?
Yeah, actually there was. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
I've
don't,
seen that.
I don't know if you have a way to prod through memories or something, but
We had
That's
No,
just
I
being
just
dumb.
I just forged.
we had to escape from there. In fact, we were sent there where we found this place, and we were told by a bunch of dead pirates' letters that there was a letter like pinned to a dead pirate, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it was about a treasure of untold value. And we went to go find it. We actually found it. We went through this temple, went through all these trials. We won. We beat it. And then this worm came out and tried to kill everybody, and we had to run for our lives.
so we didn't get the treasure.
So we didn't get the treasure, but we got these cool things.
Mhm.
And, you're holding it in your hands right now.
Yeah. Who? Do you know who made this?
No, I don't. They're ancient beyond time, I think. I think they were we did the people that we did talk to there that had these in their possession. They had many magical items.
They're still there too.
They might have
Unless the
survived.
worm killed them.
Yeah, they might have survived. There was a kobold and orc. Was it?
It's a hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. Intelligent hobgoblin too.
Yeah,
I think he was using some kind of magic to make that happen.
Yeah, I don't think this is an ancient boo, but good try.
Oh, it's magical, dude.
Well, you see,
It looks old.
the runes right here, those are stitched. The actual runes are at the bottom right here in the soles, near the heel.
Mm-hmm.
You see they're carved in real small. Yeah, that's not any... there is intelligence behind it, but not. If it was made by a kobold, that makes sense.
So, they're not smart boots, but they are wise. They help you to use your action wisely.
Right.
Wisdom is better than knowledge.
No, what are you trying to do with these boots? Are you trying to sell them to me right
Well,
now?
I'm just saying
What are you-
they're
what are you
really
trying
cool
to do?
boots, and if you wanted to trade for the armor, I would understand.
No. I don't do trades like that.
Well, I mean, give me a price.
Well, you're just trying to get something that makes you better?
Well, I'm just trying to make I know I can't afford your quality workmanship without doing some kind of trade like this. So, if you can take these boots and this invisible ring, and then this the mundane ring that I have on it turns invisible once I take it off.
Let me see it.
Just looking at more.
Yeah, there's no runes on this thing.
No, isn't that amazing? But yet, here, and I put it back on. There you go. It's magic.
Where's your hand? Other hand.
Hmm?
Grabs it, starts filling it, and fills the ring.
Ooh.
Fills the other
Your hands are
ring.
very rough.
Fills the other ring.
See?
Fills the other
A
ring.
lot of rings.
Fills all 10 rings on one hand.
And why are they all invisible?
That's the question.
That's why I asked.
Yes. It is magic. I am full of surprises. And where did your ring go?
I wasn't wearing one.
See? Neither was I.
That's a good sales pitch.
Yeah.
Is this what you've been having to deal with?
Please stop.
Well, apparently she hasn't had to deal with much. It's the only thing we encountered was that worm, and apparently that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Which
So,
is
Kaiserstradt didn't have any
not
journey
her
at
fault
all.
because we did a lot to save her in that.
You know, it's just a waste of time, I guess.
She did get pretty hurt, though.
Yeah, she did. She kept running through all the traps, even though we told her not to. She even sacrificed her dragon.
Oh, little bucket.
And you realize there's a section of the floor that Bucket has claimed as his own, and it looks like he's claimed it for a while. You see that there's like large scratch marks near it, like near the base. They look really old.
So, I know you're not really impressed with these boots. I thought they were really cool. They came from a pretty tough trial in their lives. But
I think we should sell it to someone else.
Well, yeah, we probably will. But I see you've got boots that make you fart. So this would go.
No.
You know the clientele.
They're chainmail underwear that make you fart.
No.
That would be funny.
The beans you served us.
I mean,
That's
those
a
will
good
probably
Magic
make you-
beans
Yes.
that make you fart.
They're musical, aren't they?
They sing to you.
We
Sorry.
broke them yet?
I didn't mean to make you upset.
I'm not upset.
Okay.
So, Mr. Armor, what was it? Vodos?
Well, he's Vel Uno now.
Yeah. I mean, it would be more convenient to be able to walk around with all of these, as I gesture towards. That's actually the collection against the wall, without it being so flamboyant.
Right. Well, I know some people that are enchanters. They could probably help you out. Me, myself, I don't do much of the enchanting. I just do the craftsman work. And then I hire people to do the enchantments for me. I can spot a good and a bad enchantment pretty well. But can't really do much in the way of actually carving it out.
So you're saying these boots were a bad deal?
Probably.
But if you didn't know magic, they'd be a good deal.
I mean, if I didn't know magic and I didn't know runes, I'd say you're trying to swindle someone.
It's a very good observation.
Yeah. You're very smart. Very wise.
You're not giving me the boots. I'm not buying them.
Okay.
Okay. So, boots aside, I'll keep those.
Right.
We're the right buyer. I know there's somebody out there that's going to love these. But to make and remember, look at me, I'm tiny.
Yes, you are.
Not very much material.
Uh-huh.
How much would it cost to make some armor?
Custom-made magical armor.
Or if you got some magical armor that just happens to be in my price range that I can wear.
I would go to my shop.
Before you do, real quick, before you go too far, I'm not going to be using this thing anymore, and at this point, it's pretty much just been dangling around. And I handed my flail, and I said,
Oh.
if it's worth selling, go for it. But
It's like
I'm not
this
expecting you to get much for this thing. It's gotten way more use than you think it has. I think I've had this thing about 70 years.
Yeah, that shows. This is real old. I like this. I might just make this a collection piece of my own. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He goes ahead and takes it and grabs it with the little like loop at the bottom and just hangs it on a hook on the wall. Takes off a painting, puts it on there, and the flail just like against the actual side of the house.
I'm probably going to have to repaint that. Oh, well.
Some wisdom. Should have bought the boots.
You walk over to a shop, and it's kind of like an old man who's like retired. His hot rod like workshop. That's kind of the vibe here. It's just a grease monkey's dream. There's just toolboxes, rolling carts, things all over the walls, signs, like a bunch of like weirdly crafted like sculptures for seemingly no reason. Like there's a rabbit one. You're like, oh, how cute, made of like nuts and bolts and like scrap metal. And you look over, and then you see there's another one of a guy like stabbing a guy with a sword. It's like, what? None of it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All of them made by Rebar. I don't want to say rebar that way. Rebar.
Because it's D&D. They don't have rebar. They have
Rebar. LeBron James.
Throw me to LeBron.
So, it is just, it's a mess in here. But you're looking at the stuff here. There is a lot of stuff that's like covered by cloth. And as he's like taking it off, you see amazing craftsmanship on a lot of this stuff.
So while we're going there, I just pull out my sword and not like threatening.
Yeah.
I pull it out and I say, "Look, this guy's a master forge like you are.
Gods, no one will ever be as good as I.
Well, check this stuff out. It's pretty good."
I will say it is decent. Not child's craftsmanship. Adult craftsmanship, but not a master. Not of my magnitude.
Were you a dragonborn?
I was not.
He is. He makes his own fire. He doesn't even light up his kiln. He just.
I was not a dragonborn.
I can see. But you're a master as well.
I am a master.
Is his good? Is his stuff good?
It's decent.
Should I buy some?
Maybe. If there's no other good forge around.
This guy is so proud. I love it.
If this is all that is there, it will suffice.
So, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like you being a 10, obviously.
Obviously,
What
I'm
would you
11.
say? You're 11 and half, maybe. But what would this stuff be?
Comparing my work to anything else, everything is a 1. It is inferior. This is like a 1.5.
Ah, okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, decent stuff here, man.
Were you just talking your sword?
Yeah, he was like I told you, he was a master like you, and he's kind of impressed. He gave the greatest compliment I've ever heard him give.
And that was?
Well, out of a 1 to 10 ranking, he says compared to his craftsmanship, everything's a 1.
Right.
And yours is a 1.5.
That sounds kind of like a diss.
No, actually, he's kind of pompous in a way.
Right.
He thinks this like more important than he is. But I think that what that means is he's comparing your stuff to him, and he's wondering why he put himself in a sword when he could have made stuff like this.
You feel the sword
But it's not as good as what he
rattling in your scabbard.
What he can make is far beyond, obviously. But if he chose a mortal life, I think he would have been pleased with your work.
The sword has stopped vibrating as much.
You could have served in his forge, maybe.
I'm okay. So, got a few different things here. Got these.
Goes ahead and takes a helmet and just puts it down.
This one's made by elven craftsmanship. I've learned a few craftsman types. Elves like to make their stuff using mithril and things that make them real light. So it's easier to carry and easier to wear. Then we got the dwarves. Goes ahead and takes these 2 like armored shoes and those things are heavy. Now, these ones, they're interesting-ish. And then we got these ones.
and he goes ahead and takes out 2 like arm guards, like bracers. Puts them down.
These ones are made by human hands. Made, well, through human craftsmanship, I should say. And the final one that I studied under was Draconic.
And this one he goes ahead and brings out this like mantelpiece. Puts that one down, and it's got like it's like shoulder mantelpiece with like kind of spikes and a little bit of scales kind of hanging down off of it. Sort of like scale mail, but like not fully, just like a small little bit around the shoulders.
Now, each one of these is going to help with armor. Each one's going to do a different thing. Each one has its benefits and its, well, contractions.
Well, it's a little heavy for my taste.
Yeah, those ones, I think they were called the Abyss Dwellers.
Oh.
They're made for sinking in water into the abyss.
Kaiser might like that and hang out with her friend.
I don't have any option. I don't like to.
Sorry. No, never mind. So what about the helmet there? What does that do? What does that help with?
Well, the helmet, this one, it's elven in make, so it's gonna be a little lighter for you. Here,
Tosses it to you. And it, yeah, it's like, boom! It's big.
A little big.
oh,
We got room to grow in it.
the helmet will adjust to you,
Oh, good.
but it's it'll help you out a little.
Does it give me any magical qualities or anything like that?
Slight magic qualities, not much. It'll make you smell like fresh cut grass.
Ooh.
FCG.
FCG.
How much do you want for that?
For this one, I'd go for, say, 500.
500 copper is a pretty high price.
Oh, I was talking about gold.
Oh, well.
Well, then again,
Yeah.
we'll call it an even 3.
Even 3 gold.
300 gold.
300 gold. Okay. You gotta be very clear with me, because sometimes I've
If
been
I
known-
say a number, assume it's 100.
100. Okay. So if the helmet is 300, how much are those cool spiky pauldron things?
Yep, this one's made by my people. You see the draconic runes in here?
Yeah,
Kinda
I'm
scary
noticing.
looking.
That's why I'm interested. 'Cause I like draconic things.
So this one protects you against elemental damage.
Ah.
It really good at that.
So if it rains, I'm pretty much good.
Well, not all element damage. Just specifically fire.
Alright, okay.
It's pretty fire.
Yeah. So if I'm wearing those and you blew fire on me, would I get hurt?
Well, that's a tricky thing. With draconic stuff, there's intention and strength increasing with it. The armor is made to withstand extreme heat. If you already have something on you that withstands extreme heat, it will adapt with it and make both effects stronger, making it where you're able to withstand more.
Are those your skills?
These are not my scales, no.
When you lost your skills, did you collect them and keep them? I bet you they're valuable.
No, they're
Pretty.
bloody and destroyed.
Oh, dang it.
Oh man,
That'd been a cool necklace.
that'd be cool. Collectible.
Sorry you have to live with that.
I mean, it's just my face.
I mean, it's the most handsome dragon face I've ever seen.
Right.
And you're looking at him now, and you realize, like, oh, his snout has been broken a few times. The missing teeth, the scars all over his face. No, nothing with his eyes. His eyes look perfectly fine. But a lot of scars and wounds on the face. Looks like he's like had to reset his schnoz a few times because it's been broken. But yeah, he's.
So what did you do before you were a forge master?
Oh well, I was an orphan kid, raised on the streets here in the Glimmering Watch, and fought tooth and nail, literally,
Yeah.
and lost a lot of fights. Won quite a few, but lost many. Lost more than I won.
Yeah, well, it made you tougher. And you're an orphan, which is kind of weird because we're orphans.
Ah,
We don't know our mom. Our dad's a human, but he's not really our dad.
never met my parents.
Wow. So, since we're kind of like brothers now,
Not brothers, but
Are
sure.
you our dad?
but you are dad.
I would very much like not to be your dad.
Well, I mean,
Kaiser's
Kaisatra, she's your
kind of our,
daughter.
Well, yeah, because I adopted her because I found her.
We don't know how all that stuff works.
Did you adopt us?
No,
That is
I'm
how
okay.
that works.
Okay.
You see Bodo just leaning against the wall, like just watching all this happen. He just chimes in, he's like, "This doesn't work on everybody, guys." And you guys, I'm pretty sure by this point, they both look back at you with like the meanest death players they can find.
Yeah.
Um,
We're working over here, Votos. So okay, so I don't get burned if I wear this, or I don't get burned as bad. How much for that?
This one, even with a little discount, I'll let this go for 600.
So combine both of them, bundle deal.
Uh-huh.
You would do 700 for both.
I'll do 800.
Do 800 for both,
Knock 100 gold off.
and how much? So I have a gold necklace engraved with engraving on it.
Right.
To DM, I don't know what the engraving was. I don't know.
No, you just stole it from someone.
Okay, I stole it from someone. Did it have any meaning to it? Do you know?
I don't remember.
Okay. So
I'm
I
gonna
just
say-
have gold necklace with that's engraved.
when a dude steals so much, you don't remember how many things
Yeah. So I put that locket down. It's a gold necklace with a locket, and then I take off, a couple gold rings.
Uh-huh.
What's this worth?
Well, let me call Buddy mine.
No, it's not monsters. He starts looking at it,
That's a locket from Abraham Lincoln.
looks at it.
Who's that?
You see him just go blow a little bit of flame on it to kind of
Careful.
brush away the debris. Puts it in his mouth.
Oh, he just ate my locket.
Little strings of slobber come off of it.
Was it good?
Now, weird trait. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Dragonborn, we know the metal of our kind. Being as though I'm gold, I can taste what something is or isn't gold.
Oh, okay.
This is gold, mostly. Gold coated.
Gold coated.
The entire ring is probably like a silver or
Platinum
something.
or something. Yeah.
No, silver.
Oh.
Most jewelry is made of silver and then dipped in whatever else.
Oh. That sounds more expensive.
Not really.
Hard
Makes
to
it
beat.
actually cheaper.
Oh. Man.
But
Alright.
it does have gold on it.
Okay.
Not much, but it does have
So
gold.
the value of those things is about 600 probably?
I'd say I'd give you about like 60 gold for the lot.
Oh. So 60 gold for that. And then
I don't think we don't need a mantle,
no.
but that's like a lot of money.
The helmet's kinda cool.
Helmet's kind of cool, and he said 300, so I think we can get the helmet.
So, for context,
Yeah.
mantle on its own, fire resistance. If you have fire resistance already, fire immunity.
That's pretty cool.
That doesn't mean lava immunity.
But
Means
we don't
fire.
have that much money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So I have a total of
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
I have a total of
eating
300
mac and
gold
cheese.
combined with all my 305 gold.
I mean, Vodos would
Plus
really like the
60.
mantle.
Yeah, Votus would probably do really good with the mantle.
Man, why would I want the helmet?
The mantle.
No, the mantle that makes you fire resistant.
Don't I actually already have resistance to fire?
Exactly.
If you have resistance, it makes you immune.
No, there's no intrinsic resistance from what I can see here.
Oh, never mind.
Let me I had to pull up the whole. I made a whole separate sheet to pay attention to all my random stuff this character can do.
There's a lot of stuff with that character.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track. No, I have necrotic resistance.
Okay. That's
I'm
probably
resistant to
good to have
your
around.
stuff, Bumble.
Yeah. It's good to have around Bumble. Alright, so if I do the helmet,
What's the helmet?
It's like it's a weird elven kind of helmet. It's got like this big like M shape in the middle of it, where it goes down over the nose into a point, and then like creates these like big like eyebrow like shapes almost with how big the loop is. And the helmet does have elven ears, like made into it. It looks like, but it has like this little like kind of like chainmail backing on it that kind of like tucks into the armor a little bit. So this one is considered a medium armor, but because it's made of mithril, it's considered a light armor.
Okay.
So this one is going to be a +1 to your armor class. Makes you able to cast Druidcraft.
Okay.
And you said it's medium
I think I
armor?
already do
It is
Druidcraft.
technically medium armor.
If I already have Druidcraft, does it let me do a different?
You know, to be honest, I'm creating the item on the fly.
Yeah.
So,
I was just looking at my Druid. Okay, I have Druidcraft.
so I'm going to say no, it doesn't do Druidcraft after all.
It does. Inflict wounds. Is that what
Um,
it does? No, it does. Meteor
It
shot.
does
Is that
miss
what
a step once per day.
no. That's powerful.
Oh, once per day, though.
That's powerful in the hands of you guys,
Yeah.
especially
For
you.
me, that
No.
works. I agree with that. Everybody agree with that?
It has
Okay,
Misty
let's do it.
Step, but it's completely random where you end up.
That'd be funny.
But it's still Misty Step.
Yeah, it's Murky Step.
Murky Step.
Murky That's something that the goblin would sell.
Yeah.
It's Misty Step, but it's only 5 feet.
Yeah.
and then it costs all your movement to use it.
Yeah, it costs both actions to do it.
Both actions
Yeah.
and your movement.
Bonus action and action and movement. It costs everything. Just to be silly, we'll say it transforms you into a rat once per day.
I like that. And you said that was
300.
300.
300.
So basically, it's like it's not a polymorph. It's a wild shape.
And your AC goes up by 1.
Yeah, and your AC goes that way.
Yeah.
It's worth.
So it's a +1 and gives you a rat transformation.
You release
So
it.
you'll give me 60 for the gold ring and the necklace.
Right.
The beautiful locket, which part of it's silver.
Well, didn't you say you took off multiple rings?
10.
2 rings. Two
Oh,
rings.
2 rings.
Okay.
So the 2 rings and the locket and gold chain. I'm trying to see if I have anything else. Gold rings. I don't want to give up my ring of invisibility.
Ring of invisibility.
Oh! Now, I'm saving the best for last because I was going to hold on to this. Kind of like it reminded me of having a mom when I don't know my mom. And I bring out this gold necklace with a ruby. I set it down.
Now, where'd you steal this one from?
This one was a gift from a woman I saved many years ago. Probably like many months ago, actually. But she was so happy that I saved her and her family that she gave me this. I tried to leave it. I said, "No, you need this. Rebuild." She said, "No, you've given me more than I can afford. Take this, or I take my life." And I had to. I want to, orphan these kids. I'm already an orphan. So,
It's an intense story.
yes. As apparently it came from a queen who was a magic mistress, that had a sorcerer husband that made it for her. I don't know. It has some kind of power to it that you can't detect. It's an undetectable power. This is what she's saying. She's probably lying. Her kids were just saved. But here, what would you give that? Value?
You done now?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
just
give you.
relaying the story.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 20 gold for it.
Ouch. Those kids were worth way more than 20 gold.
Well,
Apparently not.
apparently not.
I need to go back.
They made great corpses, though.
Sorry, what?
I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
So we're talking 80 gold. I've got 80 gold in these things.
Right.
How much money do you have?
300.
Oh.
So,
I'll give you 100 just to make it easier.
okay.
So it's 180.
180 gold for the helmet?
No, that's 180 down, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to give 120.
No orphan discount?
That is the orphan.
Orphan to orphan.
It
So
was
orphan, your daughter's an orphan?
I gave you a huge discount, son.
You're
Pretty big
most
discount.
gracious. And I will do this.
While you guys are bartering back and forth, you see photos, like looking at various plate armors, trying to see like if anything could replace his, since his is literally going to fall off by the next fight. It is so worn down.
Very worn down.
Especially after being burned and sitting in a carriage and falling off said carriage
Yeah.
after the fact.
It's charred. So here, take it. That'll
If we're going over the 120 as well.
120. He's given 100.
Yep.
And then the $80
Yep.
worth of
Takes it all.
treasure.
And puts the helmet before you.
Now, when you're tuning to elven pieces, you gotta be stupid with them. It's the way the enchantments work. You have to whisper to them in elven. And you gotta say whatever command word you come up with for it.
I don't know Elven. Can you give me a word?
I don't really know elven much, to be honest.
What about names?
Do you know like a cuss word in Elven?
What's that?
Like a cuss word in Elven?
Dristo.
That was fast.
How did you know that?
He knew that right away. He must be a bad guy.
Kaiserja. Risto.
Stop saying that.
What
does
does
it mean?
these two mean?
Means your mother's a dog.
Oh. I'm gonna use
Kaiserja.
that. That's a good one.
Sorry.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I never take notes.
Make sure you get it phonetically right.
Dristo.
You are mom's
These
dog.
If you think the other way,
Bristol.
it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Your mom's a dog. That's the English
So I
translation.
put the helmet on and I say, Dristo.
And as you say that, you see like little elven runes like start to glow, and it's slowly starting to go, very slowly starting to shrink as it's being attuned to you. But the attunement process has started now.
Oh, cool.
Anybody else want anything?
I think our uncle wanted to buy armor here.
Uncle Vodos.
Uncle Votrace.
Yes. As
Uncle
you can
Vo
see,
Quattro.
Just like that poor flail I handed you earlier, this the suit of armor I think has finally met its last day.
Yeah, no, that armor looks poor.
It's a little bit piecemeal even.
Right.
It's over 100 years old though, so if you want to collect it.
Yeah, as you actually look at Vodos a little bit closer for the first time in a while, you realize like half the pieces of plate have actually cracked. And like he's tried to like put stuff on it to make it look like it's not cracking. He's actually supposed to have an AC of 22, and he's been rolling an AC of 20 for the last 5 sessions.
I love that.
So his regular plate mail more or less turned into a half plate equivalency.
I'm bringing out the Dungeon Master's Guide for this one.
For the price.
Huh?
For the price.
No, for the armor.
Yeah, cool. Because his true plate armor, when it's like proper, is worth like 1,500 gold or something like that. It's like it's ridiculous for the price jump between regular plate and like the thing right under it.
Yeah.
But that's where all my gold went. That's why I didn't have any magic items when we started the game.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Cal started off with no one.
You did.
that and you let me use Tower Shield rules from older version.
Yes, I did.
So
And made that shield a +3 instead of just a +2.
yeah, that shield's gnarly. Oh no, it was a +2, but it gave me the +2 for extra, so it was a 4 AC instead of a 2 AC shield.
I think that's what we
At
were.
least that's what I have on. Yeah, that's at least what I have in my notes here.
Well, are you looking for some plate mail?
Yeah, that or I mean,
What are you trying to protect yourself from?
with these two numbskulls, everything.
You're trying to protect yourself from stabbing, bludgeoning, bleeding,
Necrotic.
magic,
I would say mostly since I tend to stand in front of everyone, kind of need a little of everything.
A little of everything, huh?
I mean, this suit's lasted me a little longer than that flail I handed you. It's probably been 100 years old. So I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it was. The gentleman who made it, rest him, I don't think he's alive anymore. That was well before the fall of that kingdom. He was probably, I don't think he was on your level, but he was probably close to it.
He sounds old.
If he was alive now, he would be 300 and something odd. He was an old guy to begin with. He was an old dwarf.
Some dwarves can live up to around like 5, but that's still pretty old.
Yeah, he's like 300. He would be 340 years old now, something like that.
Yeah, that's a little old.
If you see me, he starts like take off bits and pieces of the armor and put it on one of the empty tables.
It just
And
scraps.
you see it just beyond marred and scuffed and dented, and it probably isn't even worth half of its original price at this rate. And he knows that better than I would.
Yeah, he takes one look at the armor and is just like, kind of like looking at it like, oh, you poor thing. Not looking at you like you poor thing, but looking at the armor itself.
Yeah, the armor. Yeah, the armor's been through hell and a half.
He's like, I don't really care about
Actually,
this.
quite literally, didn't it? Because we kind of went to a place that was kind of like hell.
Yeah, kind of.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Where are you at? What was your diet? Okay. It was off by a few pages.
Well, I do have some armor pieces. I got one that was this one took me a long time to get the material for this one. I had ambition. So this one, somebody found an old remains of an ancient creature. And that ancient creature just so happens to not like spells. So, armor itself is made to not like spells as well. Cast a spell at it, potential that spell will rebound back at the caster. Or in a random direction. So,
Well, I tend to be far enough away from them that they should be okay with that.
He goes ahead and takes up one of the cloths, and you see this this sort of chitinous armor. It is like a really it's kind of like a brass coloration, like brushed brass kind of, but it's got occasional little spikes here and there, with you see woven into the metal almost like kind of like a weave. Is metal layers mixed with some sort of like a brownish material. Almost looks chitinous.
Okay.
And you see the helmet itself has it's one of the ones where you can pull the visor all the way down so it becomes a full face, or you can pull the visor up. But this one, it's big and imposing. Definitely a clinker, though. Definitely is gonna clink.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm already the loudest person here.
Basically.
Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna send you an image.
Uh-oh.
It's probably not a good one, because obviously this is like a piece of a piece. But that's a pretty good one.
let's see.
Kind of, actually.
Is that kind of close to what you're envisioning, or
Yeah,
probably
like-
still a little bit off?
Kind of like those layers like that, but more of a lighter colored brass color.
Right.
But full plate armor. The whole thing is a full set.
Gotcha.
But yeah, similar, like that kind of like harsh, rough edges kind of look to it. Looks similar to that,
Okay.
like this. Looks similar in like the kind of like rugged nature of it.
It's a
but-
little bit nature.
Huh?
Little Daedric.
Little Daedric?
Sarah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. There, hold on. I'll pull it up for you so you can get a good. Let's see. Fuck, how do you spell? I remember how to spell the word. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works.
You know, this app doesn't really have any helmets to. You can type in.
I'm literally gonna start looking like a freaking Dark Knight instead of a Paladin at this point.
Oh, jeez. Kind of, in all honesty, that's not too far off from what I was imagining.
Yeah, Daedric.
Not as gaudy and like gothic looking, but there is definitely large pauldrons with spikes and layers of armor
It's like
woven over each other.
Sauron.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Okay.
But is more of like a brown color to the armor.
Right. It's a washed brass instead of the blackening kind of. Because this armor is more or less what mine pretty much looks like now because of how much it's pounded on,
Basically.
but without all the contour.
But this one has where it looks like the actual that brass like metal that it has. It's not brass. Goodness. But you see it is woven in with something else as well. In like layers almost.
Okay. So what would you? Is this within my budget?
Well, what's your budget?
Well, how much would you want for the leftovers here?
The leftovers? What do you mean leftovers?
This whole time I've been slowly taking off my old armor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a piece and a half. Or more like multiple pieces, because it's in pieces, but I like that. It's an heirloom piece. What kingdom did it come from?
This came from Almorath.
Oh, wow. I have some relics from there, but not much.
That flail was also from that kingdom, but its insignia has long been worn off.
Good to know. All right. Oh. Armor itself, being that I am a collector, and it is a unique piece, albeit kind of rough shape, I'll give you 100 gold for it.
Which you know is a ludicrous price.
Yeah, I'm like, gotta be at least 800 just because of its history.
Oh, you're trying to barter with me now?
Well, I mean, I know how much it was for the guy to make it for me. I remember how much I had to pay for it then. 800 is half of what I paid for it.
That was then, this is now. Now it's a collector's piece. Pretty much unusable. It's gonna sit on a display.
Well, let's first figure out then what are you wanting for the new set.
A new set of armor? Now, I like this new set. Took me a long time to find the materials. And with discount, I could let this go for 850 gold.
It's a good discount.
I look over at Bumble because I know he's the bank. I've been handing him almost everything.
No.
At this point, I'm not even sure if I have my gold anymore because I probably know one of them took it. Fair assumption.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything. So here's 121 gold.
I have 185 to donate. That wipes me out.
301 gold.
I have 121.
And he has
185.
so 106. I love seeing your face.
106.
106.3.
Like, because my character's like seriously contemplating a couple of ideas here. What about for the halberd as well? So let's say a halberd, the armor here, and the 125 gold I have on it. That's all the gold I have on me.
What's the halberd? Is it the Phoenix one?
It's the Phoenix halberd, yeah.
Oh.
Takes a look at it. Where'd you get this one?
I was, Zephyr here helped me, or was it Wee Wumble? It's hard sometimes to keep it straight. I'm pretty sure it was actually Zephyr. We were in the ruins of Almarath, in its current form. There's a sect there that all of us met at. Gentleman there, I asked him if I could get a secondary weapon in the meantime, and this is what he presented to me.
Well, this is very unique. I haven't seen anything like this. It's got a strong enchantment on it.
Yeah, it's done its work so far. I don't want to part with it, but I need a new set of armor more than anything else.
Now, what's most strange to me about this thing, this is made by gnomish magic. How do the gnomes get a hold of this kind of magic?
Just because they're smart,
Well,
doesn't mean they're magic, not magic.
From the history I remember of it, the guy who I got it from did give me at a big discount because nobody wanted it because it was too hard to control.
Huh. You might go into the street and
So
give me a
far, it's
demonstration?
been fine in my hands, but
Can I get a demonstration real quick in the street?
yeah. Let me see what I can do. And we wander outside. I'm like pretty much just in like a loincloth and a smock. Like I took off all my armor, so I'm walking down the street with this massive
Chainmail
helmet
underwear.
with nothing else on. It's the weirdest look you've ever seen. It's like a scene of freaking straight out of like Seven Deadly Sins. He's just walking out pretty much just his pants.
With chainmail underwear.
Mm-hmm. I told him, I asked him, I'm like, are you sure it's alright if I demonstrate this thing? It gets pretty far and it's a little bit devastating.
I mean, just don't break anything, anybody's houses. If you can launch it in the air, that'd be most presentable.
Alright, yeah, let's see how far it goes. Do I do full demonstration? You know, I'm gonna roll to see which one I do.
Okay.
Oh boy. I swing this thing with all my possible might.
Are you applying Aether to this as well?
Unintentionally.
Okay, roll
I
for
will be
both.
adding my wind aether to my hand and trying to push it down the shaft as I swing it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for power with advantage and control with disadvantage.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that's that, and then... Whoa! Okay, that is it. Sorry. I rolled a 99 on the power, and I thought I was going to roll badly,
control.
but then I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, so control the D100 is control, so that's the one you need to roll disadvantage on.
Okay, so I rolled 99 on that.
Okay, did you roll twice, take the lower, or is that
Oh, I just rolled once.
okay?
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay, the second one was 74.
Still decent. And then did you roll with advantage for power? The D20.
I just rolled a 20. I didn't even roll the second time.
Roll again. See if you get a natural 20.
I got a 16.
Yeah, okay. So natural 20 in power, paired with 76. Where was it?
74.
74. What are you swinging at? Are you just swinging up at the sky?
Yeah, I was just like gonna aim for like the moon or something. Oh no, it's like the middle of the day. No,
Yeah.
it's at nighttime. We got there at night.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys did
Right.
get there at night. Yep. So it is late.
Yeah, so I aimed towards the moon. It was very visible to me. There was nothing obscuring it.
With one arm, you scrape the ground as you're lifting up. At each time it like hits one of the cobblestones, it sparks with a little bit of flame as it, and you bring it up like a match. It ignites and sends up this column of flame. It spirals up into like a kind of like a tornado before it crescendos outwards and opens up like a phoenix wings, and you hear like the screech of a phoenix as the flames dissipate and die out. It was, for a split second, felt like midday here in this section right here because of how illuminated and how warm it got. And you look at you look back at your halberd and you see it has a lot of heat on it. Probably not the best to keep using Aether on this. It can take
right now. I'm gonna let it cool off.
Yeah. You let it cool off, and you hear it like a car that just came back from a long drive. You hear the metal going ding 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 ding. Well, that seems probably hot enough. I could probably put a frying pan on it and cook my breakfast. Okay. That's a pretty good weapon. So the weapon, your remnants of your armor, and how much gold?
I only have 125 on me.
125. Plus the halberd. Got anything else to in the deal?
Now, halberd seems pretty legendary.
I actually physically don't have anything else without pretty much losing something that has spirit metal attached to it.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. Oh, I'm actually good at that somehow.
You're a paladin.
And that is a 27.
Paladins are trustworthy.
27. It's a good thing you rolled that high. Oh my goodness. I rolled a 24. I was like, oh, that was a good roll for me. Okay. Just kind of looks you up and down. I don't think you have a deal.
Alright.
Armor's yours. I will pick up that halberd once it cools down. Just leave it there. Hopefully it doesn't melt the wood.
That metal, it might melt the floor.
Yeah. I'm not going to put water on that thing. That thing will crack. It's too hot. Alright. Armor is yours. And you can take all the pieces off you want. And it's affixed to a mannequin that's like standing like this with a sword like beneath it. He takes the sword gingerly away, puts it in a scabbard. Where am I going to put these? Just tosses it over the counter. Well, found a place for it. Armor's yours.
I start trying to get this armor put on. I look over at Kaisha. I said, I might need some help here. I can get my armor off on my own. I don't know if I can get this all on my own.
Alright.
At least not for the first. At least not alone for the first time.
So
I won't be able to reach certain
he
parts
swung that
I can
halberd.
see otherwise.
With all that power in his underwear, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is chainmail underwear. He swung that.
That thing must have been moving a lot during that blast.
What thing? What thing was moving a lot?
All of it.
I'm just thinking of the fact of a chainmail male thumb.
Chain mail.
Yeah.
It's something down. It takes like 20 minutes probably to put this armor on in the end. First time equipped with an armor.
Yeah, this takes you a long time. The craftsmanship on it is draconic. Seems like that's his favorite one to craft with is draconic style. But you start to they start to like it a little bit, and you start to attune to it. The helmet at this point is shrink wrapped to your head. You can take it off if you want, but you now have a helmet that makes it look elven-ish, yeah.
And it's a +1. Let's move on to. Is there a name to it? I just put Elven helmet wild shape.
We'll call this the Rat Catcher.
Catcher.
And it's so many words.
Dristo.
And then this one would be like Draconic Carapace Armor of Reflecting. Or Magical Reflection.
No.
Oh, is that a special name?
Of course it does. Everything has a special name, Bodos. You silly boy. I just need to come up with the name real quick. That sounds cool.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Then how do you spell the?
Wait, did I ever... I never named my lance, did I?
Nope. What'd you say?
How do you spell that word? The activation.
How did you write it down? Dristo.
Dristu.
Dristo.
Let's do with the umlaut.
Sure. Dristo. Alright, we'll call this armor Hide of the Anti-Magic Beast. And as you attune to it, you recognize parts of this. This is an armor that is made from remains of a Tarrasque. Not like a lot. It's not like large chunks of Tarrasque, but that woven in material looks like it is forged and refined Tarrasque shell. Which intrinsically, magic and their shell don't get along.
Okay, that's Tarrasque Bell Armor.
Yep.
What do I... So just...
I'll give you the stats for it later.
Okay, I was thinking, how are we gonna do the whole, 70% chance to not rebound and rebound somewhere else scenario?
So... Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I had to get the gold still.
I've already removed all of the
Or did he buy with that?
stuff off of my character sheet, so
Oh, okay.
the plate's gone and all that. Anyway, I zeroed out my gold, right?
What? Yeah, he took the gold.
Yeah.
Do you have any other monster parts for crafting?
I mean, I usually special order it. If I get an idea of equipment, I like to forge it myself.
Yeah, do you have any monster parts I could buy that you would normally use to craft?
I mean, like I said, if I have an idea, I buy the monster parts myself.
Oh, so you don't have any right now?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Then yeah, I don't need.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to get you in contact with someone?
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay. You guys got a place to stay tonight?
Well, we're hoping we can crash here.
Yeah, that's what I
Guys
just
said
said.
it was very homey. We can.
I never said you can crash her.
You've been
you
lying
said we
so
go to your
much.
place.
I did not say you can crash at my dad's house.
What about the worm?
That one never existed.
So
So
to
that
paraphrase her
word-
words, she did say that she wanted to come visit you. Visit was the key word. But now that it's already so late, if you would be so kind, at least let us be here tonight. That would be very nice.
Oh, more than happy to. I don't get much visitors here, other than shoppers. So, it's good to tell some guests. What time do y'all wake up?
Midday is usually a good time.
Midday.
Depends, because Vodos kind of snores a lot.
True.
I
Yeah,
wake up at, like,
I can trance out for about 4 hours and then I'll be good.
Oh, these elves.
I know. They're the
So
worst.
nice, I wish I could do that. But alas, I am not an elf.
You're better.
Well, yeah. What time's breakfast? I guess is when I
Well,
wake up.
breakfast, I get up bright and early. I get up really early. Casco can attest to that. I get up, me personally, I get up before the sun rises.
Oh.
But I don't start making breakfast until around sun's already rising for about an hour.
Cool.
Yeah, you just wake me up when it's done. I'll be happy.
So, player to gem moment. I do remember I get the resist all when I do the teleporting thing. That's when I would get the flame resistance and the flame immunity.
Yeah.
If I was to get that cloak.
Yes, you
That's
did.
where we were thinking about it.
Yes.
Wait, that means I'm a necrotic immune then when I teleport.
Why?
Because I already have necrotic resistance.
So
And then
necrotic.
when I,
That's only because the armor.
The armor itself has the special trait for fire resistance.
oh, it's the armor. It's the
Yes.
armor. Okay.
So if you have resistance and then resistance, you still have resistance. Versus if with this specific mantelpiece, if you have resistance to fire already, this gives you immunity.
Gotcha.
And did you
That
buy?
makes
Did you
more
buy
sense.
that? The mantelpiece? Oh, okay.
Nobody bought that.
No. I got the armor.
Because I've
because
got-
obviously, my previous armor was not up to the task anymore.
Got 185 gold to donate if you want it.
It's 600 gold.
What you got?
121.
121, 185. That's 600 and what? 30?
Like 3.
800 gold.
800 gold.
Yeah.
So you can keep the change.
So breakfast starts early. I'll wake you all up if you're not up. If you want to join for coffee, I get up bright and early. Well, really dark and early. Before the sun comes up, get up coffee. I like watching the sunrise.
You're a strange man.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But if you wake up around that time and you don't see me here, means I'm not here. And if you go in my shop, I'll know. I know where every tool and every speck of dust is. So stay in the shop. And please, make yourself a home, but don't ruin my home.
We would never ruin our home.
I'm pretty tired. We've had a long day, anyways.
Yeah, what time is it, by the way?
It's
Is
late.
it late? Okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think I'm just going to
get the
crash.
hay.
Curl up with a bucket over here.
Well, you do that. Bedrooms are right here. I got a spare bedroom right here. That's Cassie's room. She is in no way gonna sleep with anybody else in that room.
Photos, stay out of there.
Yeah, not like last time, Bodos.
What was that?
Oh, he doesn't like talking about it.
They're doing childish pranks again. Ignore them.
Understood.
It's a really good thing you
Well-
can't look back.
Trust me, we when we get as old as we both are, they're all kids, right?
How old are you?
194 now.
He's just a kid.
Yeah, you're a little older than me.
I'm over 200.
I doubt that.
Well, a lot of people do.
You know, they always make that mistake.
Don't make
Doubting
mistakes. You sleep with one eye open? Me neither.
I'm sleeping with both eyes open, so you guys better not do anything crazy.
Eat him up.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I will wake up bright and early in the morning. I'll make breakfast and coffee.
Good night, Kaisentra's dad.
Good night, Grandpa.
Step grandpa.
Step Grandpa.
Sure. You don't remember my name, do you?
I definitely remember. It's
We're
kind-
just
it's
not
kind-
allowed to say it.
It's just a bad word.
We would be in trouble.
Why is my name a bad word?
In our tongue, it's
Yeah.
a bad word.
Caldeck is a bad word.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want cow dick in
very.
my mouth ever.
Why? It's a name.
It is a name.
It is a fabulous name. And you should be proud.
Let's be proud.
Right.
But we just can't say it.
Yeah, we can't say it.
You ever had your mouth washed out with a magical soap? It's not a good
It's
idea.
not a good idea.
Nah, I have my mouth washed out by soap and blood.
Yeah, it's like that when we try to say your name.
I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night.
Night.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Night, Grandpa.
Gosh, Joe, can I talk with you?
Okay. Walks over to her room, closes the door, and then you just hear like mumbling.
Peanuts parents.
Yeah. Furry walks out again.
Fucking cow and chicken noises as well.
Yeah.
Cow and chicken dad noises.
He walks out, closes the door. Walks across the way and then opens his door. Closes it.
Oh, I forgot to mention, blankets and pillows, use whatever you want. Good night.
Alright. He had some sheets covering the weapons earlier, so I'll use that.
Yeah. He said. Go ahead and use it.
Go ahead and
And I just pile a bunch of blankets on top of a bucket and I lay on top of
Warm.
Yeah.
Bucket's natural state is fire. So he's warm. And occasionally when he's sleeping, you see a little bit of like a little embers kind of billow out a little bit. You're like, how cute. You realize your cloud fairy wings kind of get like ignited. You guys get a nice rest, and that's where we're in tonight.
Hey.
Guys got new items. That guy's
I have
just
an
gas.
AC of 18 now.
Hey,
Cool.
that's actually really stupid.
It's really stupid. Yeah. Then I can turn into a rat. Oh, I
Yes,
can
you
use
can.
that. I can use that. Someday.
someday.
When you're awfully low. You didn't even want to hear about the bracers.
No, I did, but
We don't have that much money.
yeah, I was kind of broke. So.
Yeah. We didn't get that much gold from all the things we've done.
What were the
Oh,
bracers?
Huh?
Yeah.
What were the bracers?
+2.
So at night,
So it's
I'm gonna steal those.
So the issue with those ones is you cannot be wearing armor with those ones. If you're not wearing armor, like even light armor, then you're able to wear those. Then the magic's able to go in there, give you a +2 bonus. They're good for like wizards or people who don't really use armor, like you.
I use armor.
Use armor? Oh, that's right. You're a. Are you a wizard?
Yeah.
What do you use?
Yeah, I use robes.
Yeah, that's cloth. That's not considered armor.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's not armor. You pretty much just are wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Pretty much your dex is your AC, and that's it.
10 plus.
You're like a barbarian equivalency.
But if you're using magic armor, does that count?
What do you mean?
That's an enhancement
So I'm not
for
wearing
damage to your AC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you use mage armor, it's essentially an enhancement over the AC, so it does not count as actual armor. It just takes over the slot.
I figured I couldn't use the bracers because I can't use armor.
No, the bracers, they're like leather bracers. They're not like actual like armor. They just boost your AC
Oh,
magically.
okay.
Right too.
I thought it was like the helmet where it's medium armor, so I didn't.
No, the helmet is technically medium, but it is considered light.
Right, because it's mithril.
Yes.
Then I would have.
Because of the material, it acts as a light.
So I would have to take my studded leather off, which would have been a wash anyway. So
How much would those bracers have been?
You don't know.
When we do it next session, so we don't waste time again.
You don't know.
Because in like one session, Bumble's gonna be gone anyway. So. So I'm spending all my money.
We'll call that.
Because the detriment's pretty big. So.
It would have probably been also in the
$450.
$700 part.
500.
500.
Yeah.
Dang. That's super expensive.
It's a +2 AC bonus.
Yeah, but you can't wear armor.
Yeah.
That's a huge detriment.
Wizards are rich.
Yeah, wizards are rich.
Until they start using components.
But that bonus is so small.
450
Because that would bring a wizard up to 12 AC
plus Dex.
plus Dex, which would be a 12 AC for most wizards.
Building wizards wrong.
Well,
That's
most
it.
wizards wouldn't have more than like an 11
Yeah,
dex.
if you build the wizard like realistically, then it would be a 0 Dex.
What do you take as your secondary ability for wizard?
For me, I did Constitution.
Okay. I've always done it intelligence, Dex, con.
Well, I need health, so.
Recording over. Good.
Recording over.
Yep.
It is recorded
It is recorded.
in the annals of history.